You want to play Ark in VR? Well, you've come to the right place because some people did not know that you could play Ark in VR. Well, you fucking can. There's me over there to the right playing Ark in VR, and the dinos are huge. And I've had a few people ask me how they play Ark in VR, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that today. Now, the number one problem when trying to play Ark in VR is basically you cannot start the game in its default state. You have to start it in one of the other modes. That's the secret to the whole thing. So let's go ahead and boot up Steam so I can show you what to pick. So you're going to fire up Steam right here, and it's going to go ahead and sign your ass in. Now, it's simple. You don't have to do anything too special. Don't have to do anything too crazy. It's very easy. You just got to remember that you just can't select the default option. Now, when you go to hit Ark, you're going to go ahead and hit play, and it's going to bring up this little menu right here that everybody usually skips. Don't skip it, okay? Don't use BattleEye anti-cheat because that's not going to work. You can use DirectX 10, low-end graphics, or you can launch Ark with extremely low memory. The VR is not optimized. If you don't pick one of those options, it's not going to fucking work. I'll usually use the DirectX 10 with low-end graphics, but I recently discovered that you can do the one with extremely low memory, so that's what I picked now. So go ahead and launch that shit up with DirectX 10 low-end graphics or extremely low memory. You could probably even do it with no sky effects, but I haven't tested that one yet. So let's go ahead and do extremely low memory because the game will run pretty smoothly in that case. VR headset, come to me. Da-da-da-da. I was going to do a little edit, but whatever. All right, so we got the VR headset. We're going to go ahead and fire it up, and then we're going to be ready to go from there. Super simple. Now, this is only relevant for you if you have an Oculus Quest 2, but whatever you need to do to open the link between your VR headset and your computer, go ahead and do that. I do have the link cable, but I like to use the Air link because I have pretty decent internet. So go in there, enable the Air link, and then launch on into the little Steam VR window from there. All right, now you got Ark up in the background, and you're probably wondering why mine is a little bit small, it's not full screen, or maybe you're not wondering, you don't fucking care. Either one, it doesn't matter. The thing that's going on here is I reduced the UI outlook. Now, the reason why I did that is because the problem with Ark VR, like I said, is it's not optimized. So when you get in, you're going to find your menu is entirely too fucking close to your face for you to see anything. I mean, like the shit is going to be like off to the left here and off to the right there and down here. All this stuff on the outside peripheral is completely barely visible. It's very blurry. You can't see a damn thing, no matter how good your eyes are. Because it's going to be like in the blurry area of the round lens. So what you want to do is go into the settings and change the UI scaling. I took it from 100% to 75%, and this was the result for that. Now that we got that open, we're going to go ahead right quick and pop back over to Steam, and we're going to launch Steam VR in the background too. Then we're going to hook up the headset here. Now, before you even bother with any of that, you're going to go ahead and fire up the game. You got Steam VR running in the background. The Oculus app is in the background because I use the Oculus VR headset. And then, of course, we're going to hit host, local, play single player, and we're going to go ahead and load shit up. Now, once we get in there, because we already picked either DirectX 10 with lower end graphics, or we picked extremely low memory, everything will be ready to go. We got Steam VR ready to go as well. I'm out here in this random fucking spot, but that doesn't matter. Now we're going to go ahead, grab the VR headset, and then we'll be ready to go on to the next step. All right, now that we're in Ark, as long as you've done everything else that I've told you to do, it should be very simple for you to start in VR at this point. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape, options, and enable VR HMD. As long as you start with extremely low memory or DirectX 10, boom. This is what you'll see. See? Voila, we are in VR. As I said before, and everything is huge in Ark and VR, you cannot use these. Your motion controllers do not work. You must use mouse and keyboard. So make sure you're using your little seated stationary guardian shit. And yeah, after that, you are ready to go. You can hit escape. You can hit resume. Get back over here to resume. Now the controls will work. And as you can see, it's showing both of those eye here. Now, the only trouble with this here is that you have to basically look up high. I'm going to walk up to this Triceratops, for example, and I'm staring straight at it. I'm going to hit F. Now, nothing happens, but when I look up slightly, I got to get right up on this bitch. When I look up, then I hit F. Now, you guys see the menu in front of my face here. Now, without that 75% scaling that I talked about earlier, you're not going to be able to see the menu properly. It's going to be so fucking close to your face that you can't see. So you also have to go into the Ark settings in your Steam library, and you have to change the UI scaling. That'll give you the slightly smaller UI that you saw at the starting menu, but it will also make your inventory stuff visible as well. But other than that, that's pretty much what you do. Hopefully Ark 2 has full VR support and not just a semi-half working VR support that Ark 1 has.